Suck my ass, this is Stiff Oddcast.
And we're back from our break on the Stiff Oddcast. I forgot to mention this. This kind of slipped through the cracks earlier. What do you think, Daniel, about Stephen Colbert taking over, was it The Late Show? Him taking over Letterman's spot? What was that show called? Is it called?
Yeah, it's Letterman's
Late Show. Good.
I really can't say too much on it. I mean, because he's not playing his character, his character that's on The Reporter.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that he's not playing his.
So he's just going to be himself.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's cool. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So, I mean, I don't think Steve, Colbert should actually, with that character, would make much sense for the Letterman show. But they said that they're just going to use regular
cool.
Steve Colbert.
Because, shit. I said I mean. Stephen Colbert has always stayed in character. He's like the master of staying in character.
Yeah. Deadpan.
That character he created as, I guess, the Republican side to Jon Stewart's Democrat side was, people really believe was a pundit for the longest time.
Yeah.
He really did have these views. I don't know. Who else? Craig Ferguson left this week,
I saw
too.
that.
So it seems like there's a big shakeup at late night. It seems like basically the only one was safe. That was safe was Jimmy Fallon and fucking Jimmy Kimmel. The only people didn't.
They don't know about Seth or whatever with the late night show.
Oh,
Seth Meyers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's taking over.
He's always been so lame and generic to me.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon too. It's like I never cared.
With that, have you seen the new co-anchor, I guess, on the Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update?
Other than what is that really? Cecily Strong? Is that her name?
Cecily Strong is the other one. Yeah, that was with Seth Meyers.
Yeah, who's the other person now?
I see. I can't remember his name because it seems like he came on SNL just for the Weekend Update. Doesn't play any skits. Went straight to the Weekend Update.
Oh,
that's strange.
That's bad.
That's very strange.
Yeah.
Very odd.
I don't know if they actually have anybody right now that would fit, a male character that would fit there.
Right, because I don't know. It's not like that's such a hard deal to have, but Jon Stewart and fucking Stephen Colbert just basically knocked that whole humor out of the water. Not to mention The Onion, and Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update never really upped its game that much.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's kind of worthless.
Yeah, it's been kind of lame for a
Even
while.
though I don't hate SNL, I mean, there's just still some funny shit going on. Like the Bobby Mahanahan guy is pretty funny, I guess.
Bobby Man.
But SNL is not terrible, but it's definitely not good. I don't know. It's like I don't know. When's the last time you watched a full new episode of SNL?
The last one that ran. I mean,
they're okay. I think they're all right.
They're fine to watch, but I mean, in their time slot, they're never going away, so it's good, I guess. I think casting right now is a little short. They don't have any really heavy hitters like they have before, but
yeah, because it seems like everyone left in a row. Like
I think that's
Bill
what they're doing
Hader,
with.
Jim Armisen, or Jeff Armisen, whatever. Fred Armisen.
Yeah.
Then obviously Kristen Wiig left before that.
And Adam Sandberg left.
I always draw the comparison between the SNL format and professional wrestling. To me, they're very, very similar. It's like the people that still believe in SNL are marks. Like they really believe in what they're doing, but the format is so done to death that what can you do? Like you appreciate the some glimmer of some progressive innovation in wrestling or in SNL, but that's all you got. I mean, most of the time, as a whole, the format needs to be shooken up a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah. I just don't know if there's any room for either one of those things to actually do that.
It's part of the Trinity, well, at least the elite television slots that they've had. Like, you look at The Simpsons has been on television since 1989.
Right.
The Daily Show's been on television since 1992 or 93 when it was hosted by Craig Kilborn.
Right.
And then it moved on to Jon Stewart. But Saturday Night Live's been on television since 1975. And it's still on television, I think the only thing that dwarfs all of that is news programs. like 2020 and 60 Minutes have been
stuff
on
like
television.
that.
Yeah.
Wow, it's very strange. It's like SNL will always probably be there, but now that I said that, after I said that sentence, I mean, how long do you think SNL has before it's just done?
I don't think it's been bad long enough. I think it'll be tens of years before it goes away, just because SNL was big with the digital shorts and stuff with just Andy Samberg and all them. So I don't think
that saved him for those few years.
Well, I think SNL, the reason why it survived for
I
this
don't know
many
if that
years.
saved. I don't know where the gap was between like Will Ferrell and all that.
Oh yeah, I was talking about it's like that generation, that particular cast. If it wasn't for the Lonely Island shit, bringing interest back to SNL, no one would have gave a fuck during that time period, because that was one of the lowest times, SNL history. Also, a little bit after when Will Ferrell left too. I didn't think he was gonna make it that far, but I think Will Ferrell is one of those dudes that got funnier as he got older. That's just my opinion on that.
Well, he was definitely studying his act very well. I think the reason why SNL, like I was saying, the reason why it's still going and the reason why there's money going into it is because it's an attraction when you go to New York City. Like, people will go there. And I think it's...
But isn't it filmed in 30 Rock?
Yeah, 30 Rock Studio, fucking Rockefeller Plaza.
That's a show to me, 30 Rock, since you brought that up. That's a show to me that tries too hard to be funny. Sometimes it is. But most of the time, I'm just like, these guys are trying too hard. It's desperate. And I don't like that.
I haven't watched it enough.
Tracy Morgan does. It's desperate. But he gets away with it because he's Tracy Morgan.
Right.
I'm going to get somebody pregnant.
yeah. I'm going to take my shirt off.
Take my shirt off.
Yeah,
Tracy Morgan's,
that was Brewer, right?
Yeah.
Done that impression.
Yeah, that shit is fucking hilarious. Jim Brewer, check that out.
It. Yeah, his fucking AC/DC impersonation, the hokey pokey, obviously, is fucking funny. Oh, dude, speaking of AC/DC stories and SNL and there's a story in the Mick Foley book called The Hardcore Diaries where it was during the Attitude Eras. Stone Cold, The Rock, and The Undertaker, they're all showed up on an SNL episode because The Rock was hosting. I think it's the episode where he had those monkey ears, so he's a monkey or whatever. But AC/DC was a musical guest, and they were doing a sound check, and Triple H kept looking at Angus's
package.
His package the whole time. He looked over at Mick Foley and said, "That fucking dick is huge, right?" And Mick's like, "Yeah, I guess it's pretty big. It's pretty large." And Vince McMahon's like, "That's the biggest dick I've ever seen." It's like, and Mick Foley's talking about how he was doing a white guy dance when he was saying it. Basically, the Carlton, the elbow.
Could you imagine being just observing that conversation? Like, dude, there's The Rock and there's Mick Foley. Oh, it's Vince McMahon. What's going on?
Yeah,
oh, fuck, it's AC/DC. He's got the biggest dick I've ever seen. It's like, damn, Vince. Okay, man.
I thought it was just a random story to be put in a book, but that's hilarious to me. What a wrestler. Well, you could have said something about his haircut or something, but I guess his cock had to be in Liam Neeson big, probably.
So there's cockfighting, right?
Mm-hmm,
What about chicken wrestling? We need chicken
wrestling.
Yeah, we need to get in that business, man. We need to be Colonel McSanders of the chicken wrestling business. You know what I'm saying?
Colonel McSanders?
We need a big rooster. He's fucking spray tanned. Goes out there in the ring.
Like, before he gets into the ring, does a Triple H entrance, only spitting feed everywhere.
He gives his eggs away to the crowd.
Yeah, that's when the Freedom Birds tag team comes in,
I mean, come on, man. Cockfighting is a pretty lucrative business, but we all know it's fixed. I mean, so we might as well just go and embrace cock wrestling. we have superstar Joe Rooster. We can have Miss Hen Hell Hen. She's the Hell Hen.
Now he's drying up over there.
Come on, man. We're talking about Chicken McNuggets, dog. She's the Chicken McNuggets of the game. It's a staple. The Chicken McNuggets is a staple in chicken wrestling.
Okay.
Come on, man. You not down with the Nuggets? Suck it. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, God. Come on, get down with the
Nugget. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nugget World Order, dude. Come on, dude. We can have the World Chicken Wrestling. WCW, man. We do it real. The Nugget World Order.
Oh, man.
Come on, man. Hollywood Hulk Chicken. Rooster person.
Switching gears, Daniel. What is your favorite fast food item at the moment?
Oh, Burger King has like a chicken Whopper thing.
Oh, shit.
Delicious.
They have a chicken Whopper?
It's the same thing as a Whopper, but instead of beef, it's chicken.
Oh, shit. Is it grilled or like fried?
It's just like the chicken patties.
Oh, shit.
Dude,
that sounds
it's just
fucking
like lettuce,
amazing.
Onions.
Same thing as a Whopper.
Oh, shit.
Sauce and
Tomato.
The last time I ate at Burger King, I had a double Whopper, and I was impressed. I still love Whoppers. Sometimes he's getting particular fast food moods. If you're gonna eat fast food, you
might as well choose the right path.
But most of the time, I choose Wendy's. I like my junior bacon cheeseburger. It's tasty and cheap.
The Asiago chicken is what I'm liking.
It's fucking delicious.
From Wendy's.
But when Sarah was getting her her oil change at Ray-Ban, was going to eat breakfast at Burger King, but it turns out that fucking Burger King does burgers for breakfast.
They do burgers for breakfast?
So you can be like, I want a Whopper and some tater tots. Fucking can happen. It's fucking
you
badass.
can do that?
Yes.
One other place is Sonic. You can do the same thing at Sonic. They serve a full menu all day long, too.
Shit.
Man.
And that Supersonic breakfast burrito, man.
Shit.
I just have bad luck with breakfast burritos at fast food restaurants, man. It gives me diarrhea. Every one. Doesn't matter which company makes them or whatever. I still get the diarrheas.
McDonald's had the McSkillet, man. That thing was good. That was the only breakfast burrito they had. It was worth a fuck, man. They had Fiesta potatoes, cheese, scrambled eggs, sausage, green and red peppers. It wasn't too bad. Then it discontinued it. I'm like, fuck. I guess I'm going to have to fucking eat hotcakes.
Pan to a 20-something Alan Orange is looking up in the sky saying, very deadpanly, fuck.
Fuck. A little caption bubble comes up like a Calvin and Hobbes cartoon strip.
Have you? There's no Taco Bell breakfast here yet.
It's going to happen, though.
Of Citrus City.
Did they say it's going to happen?
Yeah. Sarah and I called because we wanted. Who doesn't want to try that?
Yeah.
And they said, "No, honey, we won't be getting it for a few months, but we're going to be set up for it." And we was like, "Okay, that's." Like that Mitch Hedberg joke, for participating restaurants only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other one's like, fuck you, we're serving spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking, man, I tell you.
Danny was telling me that the most calorie-filled fast food item is on the Long John Silver's menu, right?
Yeah, it's the Big Catch or whatever from Long John Silver's.
Shit.
So what's on the Big Catch?
I'm pretty sure it's just like a platter. I mean, the Big Catch is
on a sandwich, or is it just a platter meal?
It's a platter from.
Oh, okay, it's a meal. Okay.
Yeah. Which I think is cheating almost because I mean you get the Big Mac. It's one thing, and then you got this entire platter because they technically.
So you put anything there though, like French fries, green beans, and that kind of deal.
Corn on the cob.
Well, they had it go with the just the 2 pieces of chicken. I think it's something to do with the crust or whatever.
I don't. Just because it is deep fried batter, man. I mean, it's all it is batter. It's like
yeah.
I don't. It sounds like it'd be delicious. I am going to take a small break real quick, and we will be back with the Stiff Oddcast. Long John Silver's to me always seems like it was like devastating to your calorie count. I mean, anything deep fried. It's basically like fucking carnival food with fish.
Yeah, practically what it is. You go to those stands, and it's the same batter of those foot-long corn dogs. And
fucking
funnel cake business.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's... I thoroughly love Long John Silver's.
Yeah.
I'll eat it.
But it's terrible for you, man. Their fucking chicken strips are the shit, or chicken pieces. Oh, the jam.
The whole meal thing. We always got the big treasure pack or whatever. Had the whole 2 sides or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't they have a box that was shaped like a treasure box and you open and there's like hush puppies and fries?
Know what? I'm just gonna throw it out there. You guys need to throw it back at me. I'm not a hush puppy fan. I really don't like them that much.
Oh man,
they're good. They're like dinner rolls,
well,
to me, though.
Have you ever dipped them in tartar sauce?
Yes.
I used to do that all the time.
And
They're
it's pronounced tartar sauce, sir. You know what it is backwards? Rat tar.
Give me some of that rat tar. What the hell was that, bro?
I just broke a button, man.
What button?
A button on this receiver.
Oh man.
That's all right, dude.
Oh, there it goes. We're back on there. Yeah, it totally fixed. All right, so taking a moment of silence for me stepping and breaking the receiver. Fan-fucking-tastic, man.
All right, man.
How long have we been talking about fast food, man? Because it makes you think about epic mealtime.
It just makes me think I'm hungry as fuck. And I could eat a truck.
Speaking of food, with another one of my questions was exactly which grocery store would you want to be in the back room of? I mean, I'm talking exact, like the Powderly Kroger or like the IGA in Greenville.
I'll be at Kroger, man.
Like, what do you say, be in the back? What are you talking
like
about?
the back room, the stock room.
Okay, yeah.
The employees and whatnot.
Talking about this, like, what are we doing back there?
Just hanging out, just doing what you do.
I would say I've already hung out backstage at Kroger, so I wouldn't want to do that. Wal-Mart, same way. I mean, it wasn't in their shipping area or whatever, but I would say maybe a Whole Foods.
Well, it can't be. I'm talking about grocery store.
Grocery store?
Strictly grocery store.
Okay, then Whole Foods, in Nashville. It's basically like a organic supermarket where everything's just purely like really good for you shit.
You're wanting to do this because it's really good for you shit, or you're just like, oh, that seems like a good place to be in the back room?
Yes, because they have the largest selection of craft beer that I've ever seen in a fucking grocery store, and also cheese. Yeah,
which is all fine. I mean, I agree with that, but at the same time, is it a store where you would like to? I mean, it has to be one of those environments to where you'd be willing to hang out in.
Yeah, I would totally hang out there.
If it's too clean and proper, I don't think I would want to hang out there too long.
I mean, but how clean could it be though? I don't know. They have Virgil's root beer like all over the place. It's like the best tasting root beer on planet Earth. So I'd rather, kick back a frothy, real Stone IPA and drink a great root beer and just, I guess, be hip. Well, actually, hold on. No, there'd be a lot of hipsters at Whole Foods. Didn't think about that.
I'm trying to get some more.
That might ruin the backstage experience.
That's what I'm saying. And maybe
Kroger's, man. I'll be at Kroger's, man, because that's a big place usually.
K. Rogers. They
got all kinds of stuff, and their knockoff sodas is shit, man.
Yeah, they're lemon lime soda. I like their ginger ale more than anything. What's your favorite off-brand Big K soda?
Or just off-brand soda?
My favorite off-brand soda, I would have to say that the Sam's Choice. Mostly it's because they get the closest. Except for Mountain Dew, I prefer almost Big K Mountain Dew over regular Mountain Dew.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm a big Citrus Drop fan.
Citrus Drop's badass.
Mountain Lightning just doesn't do it. I'll drink it when I'm thirsty, but no. I mean, I had to be really, because it gives me heartburn really bad, like RC does. We got a 6-pack of RC a couple weeks ago, and it was all right. Didn't give me heartburn, but definitely wasn't the worst soda I've ever had before, though. I don't know what to think about RC anymore. Does anyone change your judgment on it?
I like Cherry RC still. Cherry RC is the only one I like.
Yeah, I like the Cherry RC. I've never been a big fan of the regular RC. The only drink like that I actually like is the straight up Coca-Cola.
Oh, that's the best soda ever created.
It's the best cola.
It's the only company I would actually completely sell my soul to is Coca-Cola.
Casey, what happened to your soul, man?
Sold it, bro, to Coca-Cola, man. Not only do they have the best cola ever made, they also have Sprite.
Yeah.
They also have Shit. Barks root beer. You know, that's a very tasty
I always
beverage.
thought that Fanta and Coca-Cola had something going on. Is that right or no?
I think
Yes.
Coke owns Fanta, yeah.
Yes, they do.
I would have to go with a peach Fanta. I don't know if they even make it anymore, but
I'm sure probably.
Yeah, speaking of that, like the fucking, we was talking about fast food restaurants earlier, fast food, it makes you wonder how many other companies are going to adopt the Burger King soda machines. I know Dairy Queen does. Because being able to have a raspberry Coca-Cola, that's, it's innovative, and it's innovation in this area.
Wasn't it Huck's that started doing that too, where they had flavor extras to your soda, whatever, like cherry, vanilla? And
Yeah, but it's not as good, though.
No.
I don't think. But it's definitely the first one. First one, the gas stations to do it, though.
Yeah, it was Huck's. Huck's and Fucks. Chucks.
What the hell was we talking about? Anyway, so originally, what was the... talking about being backstage at grocery stores.
Never quite answered that question.
Well,
you said Whole Foods in Nashville, but...
Then turn into hipsters hanging out there all the time. They wear their granddad's clothes. It's so incredible.
Yeah.
I guess I would have to go with with Kroger too. Yeah, definitely Kroger.
The Kroger in Powderly?
Yes. It's a good environment back there.
Well, I would try to go to a bigger city Kroger, like in Owensboro or something, but Powderly would be good enough too, man.
You guys might not have been around much of them, but in North Carolina, Food Line is the big grocery store, and there's one in Richland, North Carolina that
I just remember they got in trouble with in the 80s or maybe early 90s for having poisonous meat, and like 3 people died. And it's kind of like Jack in the Box. They got blackballed for the longest time. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, just the Richlands Food Line is where I'd want to be. Richlands, North Carolina.
You think the people would be nice back there, or is this like you think it'd be a nice wide open space where you can reflect philosophical thoughts back and forth?
I'm thinking more friendly people get along easy. I think they have something going on back there. Is why I want to get back there so bad. I think there's already a society that lives back there.
Yes, they're.
You want to be part of this club, the Food Liners Club in North Carolina?
Yeah, because what you get as being a member, you get like the finest center cut filet mignon, and also the most seasoned perfect lamb chops or something. It's like
Darren's dad, he works as a butcher at Kroger, but he also does poultry and fish, and he'll hook us up with shrimp and stuff. Yeah,
I know, dude.
He'd be like, "Yeah, this is the freshest shrimp we got, man." Just it's pretty awesome.
It's just some little white guy that's like trying to rap.
I got good poetry, poultry.
It's called poultries.
I'm rhyming about white meat.
They call me fresh shrimp. Cocktail sauce.
Captain D's. Long John Silver. What is the difference? What does Captain D's have that Long John Silver's don't?
See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Who owns that chain, and what is the difference? I like to see the Versus movie, though.
Is it a coleslaw thing? Does Captain D's have better coleslaw?
I know they have better crab cakes. I will give them that.
I think it's just the type of meal. I think Captain D's, like we went to talk about earlier, is less of the painful heart attack.
Right, less cholesterol.
Yeah.
They have more grilled items, maybe. I don't know. I can't tell you a time
Maybe
where
one's
I've
an
been
atheist and one is a Christian.
We believe in the
Long John's would definitely be the Christian in a situation. Captain D's would be the atheist because Captain D's, come on, guys.
They need
He's Captain Devil.
Looking at your shirt, R2D2 shirt, do you think NASA invented like thunderstorms to cover up sounds of space battles?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes and no.
Whoa. That's a good thought, though. I mean, I don't know so much about thunderstorms, but yeah, I wouldn't put it past them. Like, if you went up to somebody and be like, all right, here's a way you can, like, just control the weather and mask most of these subsonic tones and all this crazy shit, and be like, okay, whatever. Take the money, cash the check in, and do it. I wouldn't put it past them. I don't think they think much about it. I think they just, even if they had the ability, man, they just cash that check in and just not give a shit.
it makes me think if they use HARP to create these storms to sustain for so long, for NASA would have their space battle against the Gromlax or some alien species that's trying to take over Earth.
Beef with the
So the space warriors battle the aliens, safely hidden behind this big dark cloud of storms. I mean, that sounds like a fucking epic short story or like television series or some shit.
Yeah.
Like some creatures from Neptune show up and they're like, and we're like, there's a tornado, Mississippi. Fuck you, Neptune. We got Justin Bieber.
For some reason, I keep thinking about Starship Troopers and how awesome that movie was.
That movie's awesome. Yeah, it is pretty awesome.
And how the director
good for what it was, I think they did.
Yeah,
it was just a good movie.
It was campy and gory.
And it was great. Neil Patrick Harris. Is that Denise Richards in that movie?
Yeah, she's totally in
what were you
that.
gonna say about the director?
Oh, the director got in trouble later on, or got a lot of slack for because a lot of people thought that it was a pro Nazi Germany movie, because the way he displayed war and propaganda, it was like a pro Nazi thing. I don't know. There's a lot of allegory used in the films or allegory that a lot of film historians thought it was directly linked to propaganda films that Hitler made.
Might have been a parody of them. I don't think it was a salute to them. I think it was a parody.
But some guys try to say,
yeah.
Oh, this is definitely obviously what you're trying to do, you stupid Nazi.
Socialist bastard, yeah.
Thoroughly enjoy that. This movie's awesome. I love great campy. I call them, obviously popcorn movies. So it was one of those great ones.
It had a good budget too, because the creature effects are pretty awesome.
Fantastic, dude. Plus, I'm scared.
Do we have that movie on DVD?
No, we don't. But for some god awful reason, we do have Starship Troopers hanging out here somewhere. The first one, actually, yeah, it's the second.
Did we
one.
have the first one?
Yeah.
I was about to say that's what the one I was
one.
referring to. Yeah, the second one.
I wish we did, because that's a very fun movie. It's very fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I like movies sometimes you don't have to think about too much.
It's just, it is what it is.
But you don't want to watch too many of those movies because you just get used to mediocrity all the time. And,
you start turning, start turning really dumb.
Because, I thought the movie Shoot 'Em Up with Clive Owen was one of those good popcorn movies because... what the fuck is that? The dude who played John Adams in the HBO series. What the hell is his name?
I don't know.
He played the main villain in Shoot 'Em Up.
Shoot 'Em Up was good though.
Paul Giamatti.
I don't really
Giamatti. That's him.
Shoot 'Em Up.
Yeah, check it out.
It's pretty good.
What's it about? Nothing.
It's just
It's about this dude, Clive Owen.
people.
Basically, he's playing his character in Sin City. He was a dude who wore the red shoes. We had this discussion last time. Dwight.
yeah.
He played Dwight in Sin City. But he basically plays the same character in this movie. But his whole gimmick is he lives in this big giant warehouse and he grows carrots, and he eats them so he can keep his vision perfect. It's weird, campy, fun movie. It's very good. Came out in 2008, maybe ish. 9, ish.
I don't think I've ever even seen anything about it.
Pretty fucking fantastic, man. So, Daniel, we have any projects lined up or anything you want to promote through the Stiff Archives?
Is just
internet?
anything you want to say, really?
Yeah, nothing in particular. Pretty straightforward right here. I don't know. I'm pretty content with what's everything's going on. So
that's good.
Not plugging anything, just hanging out.
I feel you, dude. I figured you would plug your pro-Soviet banter like you do every time we hang out.
Right.
Because I know you got that Putin tattoo under your left nipple. It's it's pretty fucking small.
Tiny, yeah.
But it says Putin, Vladimir.
He's pushing a lawnmower.
Yeah. With a fucking was it a hammer and that half star moon thing.
The Soviet
symbol. No, have you been following any of that? About
not really following it. But
you wouldn't want to.
It's been around, so I hear what's going on. I guess.
A bunch of.
Guys, I just want to know what the fuck happened to Flight 370 or whatever. They kind of dropped that shit pretty quick, didn't they?
I guess they gave it up quicker than what you would have thought. I mean,
very strange. I don't think it was even a fucking plane in the first place. Am I weird to think that?
Maybe it's viral marketing for the Bill Cosby, Bill Gates movie. It's coming out.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's like Bill Cosby and William Gates.
What are you going to do, Bill Gates, about his plate? And then Bill Gates, I'm going to write a program for it. That is pretty wacky.
Oh, shit, man. Bill Gates does kind of sound like George Lucas. Are they probably cut from the same cloth, probably?
Yeah, I don't know Bill Gates, but I feel I understand him, and Harrison Ford's a terrible actor. It's like,
what? He talks about how
Jar Jar wasn't racist. What we really try to do in the films is try to make Jar Jar more racist.
Theo, there is a Malaysian plate. Yeah, and then Bill Gates.
See, I associate, George Lucas with, what's the I guess author's name for the Game of Thrones books?
Oh,
J.R.R. Martin or
Martin or something like that. He has obviously he has 2 R's.
He has 2 R's like Tolkien, but
Tolkien.
Yeah.
I associate them practically with being the same person, the way they talk and hold themselves.
Well, you don't understand that Jar Jar Binks is a key part to the story.
No, I think we kind of brought this up when we was talking to Zach and Andrew in the Oddcast. Can you imagine, seriously, it doesn't have to be CG work, but say if he's making a flashlight, that's all you did was eat, shit, and breathe making that flashlight for, say, 4 years straight. And it's your masterpiece, and you release it to the world, and it's universally panned, hated, the worst shit to ever be put on Earth, the worst fucking flashlight. You know, it's like everyone universally hates it. I mean, how would you feel?
I mean, I guess it'd be heartbreaking. I don't know, man.
That's Jar Jar Binks. That's Jar Jar Binks. That's exactly what happened. Some asshole and some bitch probably were working on it. George's like, make this more racist, please.
Oh, my God.
It's like, okay. Yeah, I don't think the bell bottoms are big enough. Make his, he's C-3PO. Star Wars, hey. And you're like, okay, whatever, George. Whatever, George. You fucking asshole. Wow.
Because that's a terrible, terrible feeling, I would assume, if he's in that family or knew a loved one that worked on that character.
Oh, you seen this?
Dark
Heard about this? George Lucas is making a
David
new
Letterman, Bill Gates, the dude who wrote Game of Thrones,
and Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby and oh no, Bill Cosby doesn't fit into that voice.
No, that's what makes it funny though.
Yeah,
Bill Cosby's there for to liven it up. It's for diversity.
They put him and William Shatner in there for that.
William Shatner. This is all kinds of Bills. Bill Gates, Bill Shatner, Bill Cosby.
Have you guys heard the rumors about the Back to the Future reboot? Have you heard about that?
No.
Apparently, I'm not totally completely against it. They're totally going to do a remake, from what I understand.
They're going to do a remake. Well, see, that's not going to fly, man. It has to be fucking good.
Alan, it's not going to.
It's not going to McFly, dude. I'm not shaking around the issue.
Alan, I know he's coming to this. I know you'd be one of those guys to walk up to Michael J. Fox and say, "What's shaking?"
I'm not going to tell him what's shaking.
What would
I'd
you
be
do
like,
then?
man.
But with Michael J. Fox, do you even ask him to, sign his autograph? Being it's going to be shaky.
Well, you just get like a verbal agreement on on a phone,
Yeah, I was going to sign
He has
that.
a stamp. And
Yeah.
even the stamp's kind of running.
I love Michael J. Fox.
He's awesome.
I'm sure he doesn't like all the jokes about it, but I think he gets it.
I think sometimes he makes fun of himself.
Yeah, because on that show he had, I never watched an episode of it, but just from
The new
previews,
one that he has out, I haven't watched it either. But he's some dude that got sent home because he was done doing his job.
Did you know,
know,
the first sitcom he did in Canada? I forgot what it was called. Shit.
Mighty Ducks.
Is that the full name? I don't know what it was called.
Well,
shit, that's pretty progressive for a fucking
yeah, it
Canadian
is
show,
fairly
man.
progressive for Canadians, but the point is every single member of that cast had gotten the same kind of Parkinson's he's got.
Is that true?
That's what I was
I want
reading
to look
about.
that up. I want
Look
to
it
look
up.
that up because that's fucking like weird.
Yeah,
shit right there.
And I forgot the name of the fucking show, but it was on Canada, and he was young. He was before Family Ties. He had to be every bit in his early teens.
See, I've
guess.
read his autobiography, man, and he's exactly how you would picture him. Like, you know, when you look at Michael
that's
J.
what it seems like. I mean, during interviews and stuff, he was on, because I watched Jimmy Fallon. He was on Jimmy Fallon when he was on the late night, and he just kind of held himself as exactly the way you would see him doing it.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I thoroughly enjoy him, dude.
Yeah,
he's one of my favorite actors of all time.
Why isn't him and Tom Hanks did a movie together?
That's a good question.
Could you imagine the chemistry they would have?
You know, if they're still a little younger, and say if Michael J. didn't have, you know, the Parkinson's, what if they were Ghostbusters?
Oh shit! With Morgan
Tom
Freeman,
Hanks would be a perfect shoo-in for a Ghostbusters. This is my opinion. You know, it's just like I just don't.
I can see Tom
I
Hanks
think so.
pulling it off. Maybe
He would have to have his own character, his own, niche, but
I can totally see him rocking it out, making
Yeah.
sense. I can see that happening.
I don't think he could replace a current Ghostbuster.
No,
No.
not at all. It was just because they're still pushing forward with rebooting or doing something with the Ghostbusters franchise. Ivan Reitman was going to possibly direct. See, this has been spinned internet rumors for years, but Ivan Reitman was going to direct the Ghostbusters reboot, but fucking Harold Ramis died, so he's like, "Fuck it, done, not doing it." So I don't know. And apparently, the dudes that directed and wrote 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street, they're the guys that are going to helmet the new direct the new Ghostbusters film. That's the dudes that are going to go forward with it. So I don't know. But yeah, totally Tom Hanks Ghostbuster. And
I think so. I think it would work. I mean, everything works with Tom
Could you
Hanks.
imagine how epic a Sam Raimi Peter Jackson collab would be on a Ghostbusters film?
Oh God, that'd be perfect, man.
Yeah.
Because Frighteners and fucking the Evil Dead series,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Well, one last thing on movies. What do you think about the Ninja Turtle?
I'll
Did
check
you
it
watch that
out.
trailer?
Yeah, I thought it was all right. I just don't. I won't see it in theaters. But I just don't care that much anymore about it. But look, yeah, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it's not something that's gonna put my ass in the seat, but I can see how kids will probably like it a lot.
That's what I was going to say. Do you think it was focused towards, I would say our generation, the ones that grew up with Ninja Turtles when we were younger.
I get a little bit of that from the trailer. I don't know. What level did you get from that? Like of the connecting to us?
See, I don't think there's a whole lot of it. I mean, there may have been nods at us, I guess, but I think all in all, it's more about the new. I mean, it's the same thing as Batman. I mean, Val Kilmer is Batman to me, and
Because it's the age. That's the Batman you know.
yeah,
that you
and I mean,
got into.
until I've seen it on the trailer, I guess Seth Rogen and whatever other guy's name is said the same thing about Batman, and I already thought that same thought, and I was wondering if this is going to be the new thing, how we remember Ninja Turtles.
Oh yes.
What about the CG movie that came out? Not till, what was it, 2008 or something?
That's quickly forgot about. I don't know, man.
I want to see that.
I hope this movie does that, but
I wonder if it's any good.
Yeah, I'll reserve judgment.
I don't think it's going to be a bad movie. It's going to be another thing I got to jump in there and just watch the movie as a movie and not trying to compare it to the old Ninja
Right.
Turtles.
See, I do that too. Most of the time, it ends up being way worse.
Can't help but to compare it, though. You know,
Like, because the
Yeah.
movie would be terrible even if it didn't have turtles or if
Yeah.
it didn't have. I don't know. It just seems that's going to be a marketing machine all the way.
well, I'll be damned. Our Darren Johnson podcast has finally rendered after 6 days.
Oh yeah, Darren Johnson. If you're listening to this, yeah, it did take probably literally 3.5 hours to render your oddcast, man.
It's finally done. Remarkable. But of course, if anyone's listening to this, that means this was posted post the Darren Johnson one. So therefore, you just slipped into
we
the
broke
time
the fourth
fold.
wall, man. We're not supposed to break the fourth wall like that.
Hi, we're from the future.
Speaking of that, I don't know, Daniel. Is any last thoughts you want to bring to this table before we slowly shut her down?
Yeah, again, just same old thing, man.
Same old thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just cool just being able to do this. You know, just the whole concept of this show is
fuck off
and record those conversations that people talked about. You know, he's like, dude, we was at so and so's house. We was talking about the funniest shit ever, and you always forget it. Or
now it's on document, and the whole world,
it's very chill, man. I suggest listen to the Oddcasts like while you're like working or say cleaning your house.
Or about to go to sleep.
Or about to go to bed. Just put in some bullshit and listen to these assholes talk. You know, we're
good
blood related. You know, we are cousins.
That's kind of how I did it. I was actually don't judge me playing WoW, and I had the Oddcast
judged
going on in the back.
Well, that's good, man. Yeah, just it's good. That's why I like podcasts, and that's why I like the effort or just the avenue to be able to just say whatever the fuck you want. You can talk about tacos and teddies and crabs and foot fungus and dicks and fucking dick pills and comic books and movies.
You know, there's a little bit of a linear quality to it. But
professional wrestling, R2D2.
Did you have any questions on your phone?
No, I think we took care of all of them.
Good job, man.
Well, one last thing I think I have on my phone there that I know the answer, and I think a lot of people that know you know the answer, but before we get off here, I want everybody that might listen know the answer. Do you use the front door or the back door?
Front door.
Front door.
Front door. Front door seems inviting. Most of the time, you don't have to ask the front door a million questions like, is this okay? Can I go there?
But sometimes the back door.
Like, yeah, go ahead and go in there. It's already ready for you to enter.
Now, at the same time, at my house, I would go up to somebody else's front door. It makes more sense, but
right. Yeah.
Well, you know,
it seems like I would prefer somebody to go around back and go to the back door. I'm more comfortable with that door. Is that the same thing with you?
For peace of mind, I would like to go back door, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. You know, at the end of the month.
Well,
you know, there's a lot less stress going through that way. But I know it's conflicting issues because the front door, you know, is easily accessible, you know, at all times.
But tell me, what's wrong with the end of the month using the back door?
There's a lot of anxiety.
I thought that happened at the beginning of the month.
I don't think it
isn't that a
matters.
good reason to use the back door if the front door is
But is
kinda...
it like bills? Are we talking about welfare?
Oh no, I was just talking about just general mental stress that
Oh, I was thinking about menstrual stress at the first of the month. That's the only reason why I would ever go back door. If you could.
No, that's the last question. So, front door it is.
Front door. Alan, you a front door guy?
Yeah, sure. Both, if I had to be, man.
It's not like a New Yorker, you know. It's like, yes, sure.
Yeah, whatever.
It's the front door.
It's the front door. It's the back door. It's my door. Who cares?
Let's eat Linguini.
Let's eat the Linguini at douchebags.
Daniel, it's been a fucking pleasure having you on the
Yes,
Stiff
sir.
Oddcast,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I guess everyone on YouTube land, like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Gators. Penis.